In this video, we're going to look at the options that Google Docs provides as far as restoring previous versions of documents. So let's say that this is the document that I'm working on, and let's say in this case, I like some of the content that I have here, but I also realized that several months ago, I had other data that I also want that data. So I actually want both versions of the data. So what I'm going to do first is I'm actually just going to come up here to File. I'm going to choose Make a Copy right here. And it's going to give me some options. In this case, I'm just going to leave all of them the same, and I'm going to hit OK. And it's going to load a copy of the document and just names it copy of how to right there. So that's fine. So then I'm going to take this, I'm going to keep this version as the current version, not make any changes. Right now, both of these documents are the same. But then I'm going to come back to the one that I started with, and I'm going to come up here where it says all changes saved in Drive. And I believe you can also get to this by going to version history here. And I'm just going to click, I like to just click on this up here, and it shows you the versions that you've had along here. Now these are just labeled by the date, which to me is really not very useful. So what I do like to do, let's assume that the one that I remember, the information I liked was on December 8th here, and this is the version I wanted to keep. I actually like to come in here and click on this where it says name the version, and then just say backup from December. And maybe this is just an example, but you could put anything in there that was maybe more descriptive or something about what you were doing. So then that version is listed there, and you can go through and you can click and see how the document looked on any of these versions. But in this case, then I'm just going to say, you know what, I do like this backup, and I'm just going to come back to, and I'm going to click restore this version up at the top, and it's going to say your current version, your current document will revert to the named version. So I hit restore, and then it's going to restore that. And now, so I'm back to that way it was back then. And I can come back here and click this again. And now I can see that previous version that I had is still there. And now the new one is on top. So that helps me keep track of where I actually made that change. But now I have the version from December here in this document. And then I also have the version that was current as of today in the document. So I get both versions of the document, and I can have access to those. Hope that helps.